Hey everyone! Taking care of your body and your mind is really important as an artist, especially if you're working independently on a comic where you have to do all the steps by yourself. You're not on a big team or anything. And you're probably doing comics on the side of work or school. So that's also very taxing emotionally and physically. You're doing a lot. So you gotta make sure that you're taking care of yourself so that you don't have a breakdown. That's something we were talking about in the Discord today. We were saying, well, I guess yesterday as of this video going up, but everyone was saying breaks are better than breakdowns. So there you go. That's my thesis. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. At least I find for me, though I do see this attitude in a lot of the people in our Discord, it's very tempting to work till you drop. That's how I did things before I started working full-time. When I started doing webcomics, I would work like hell and stay up late, and I would do all these self-imposed tight deadlines that were impossible to meet, but somehow I met them, mostly because I was destroying myself to do it. But eventually, I just kind of looked up and I was like, wow, I hate comics. I hate art. I'm miserable all the time. I found that my art was bad and clumsy, and I didn't take time to make sure that the art was quality. I didn't take time to edit things or enjoy the craft of art. And I hated it, and I was sore. I had a lot of back problems from sitting all the time, a lot of pain in my hips and my back muscles and my shoulders. I'd also get headaches a lot from staring at a screen forever. And yeah, it was a bad time. No wonder I hated comics, and I thought everything was bad because I was treating myself really poorly. Whereas now, taking things slower has really helped me love comics a lot more. Instead of being angry that I'm tethered to this desk where I have to draw my comics and hit these deadlines, it's a lot more focused on kind of effort rather than results. And when I'm away from my comics now, I'm excited to go and work on them instead of dreading it. So, yeah. So basically, over the years, I've found a lot of helpful things, helpful resources, and coping strategies to help making comics not kill me. So, here we go. Here are my tips. My hot tips. Okay. Number one, which is very important, when you are working on your comic, and you're sitting at your desk, or, I don't know, wherever you work. Sometimes I work on my couch. But either way, make sure that you get up and do stretches very regularly. This will help stop all the back problems that I had, or wrist aches, or back aches or hip pain or leg pain. The reason you're feeling all that stuff is because sitting wears on your body a lot. It compresses your spine, which can do a lot of damage. It hurts your leg muscles because some of them are tensed for a really long time and some of them are relaxed for too long. Same with your back muscles. Your shoulders can start hurting from being hunched over or leaned forward. And your wrist, obviously, you can get pain in your wrist due to doing the same motion over and over again. That can cause inflammation in your wrist, which then can damage your nerves and stuff. I remember forever ago hearing someone say that they thought the pain in their wrist would go away if they worked harder and just built up the muscle. It's not a muscle. It's not. So if you're feeling pain in your wrist, you need to stop and rest because you've injured yourself. You're not building up a muscle where things are kind of sore afterward. So yeah, as you're working, maybe every hour at the most, get up, do some stretches, do a little walk around, stretch your legs, do some wrist exercises that can help with carpal tunnel. I can link some down below. Sorry, Bones, I'll send you that link, I think. Anyways, get up and stretch. Do some moving, walk around the room a little bit, can also help kind of get your blood pumping. And it'll help out a lot. It'll stop a lot of the pain that you're going to go through. Because don't get me wrong, sometimes you have to sit at your desk for a long time because there is a deadline coming up, or you're just enjoying the comic work you're doing, but make sure that you're taking those breaks and doing your body good, because you need it. Otherwise, you're going to fall apart really early and not be able to make comics again. So take care of your body right now so it doesn't fail you in the future. Also, make sure that you're getting a good amount of sleep every night. Don't stay up till 3 a.m. heckin' working on your comics or drawing or whatever, because if you only are running on like 2 hours of sleep, you're going to hurt yourself. Your brain and your body heal a lot when you're sleeping, and you need to sleep. So your work is going to suffer if you don't sleep at all. Though I do know that sleeping is harder for some people than it is for others. But if you're forcing yourself to stay up late working, quit doing that. Just work during the daytime. Don't try and get in all these extra hours. It's not going to help your work. It's not going to help your brain function. So make sure you're getting lots of sleep. Make sure you're staying hydrated, drinking lots of fluids. You don't want to be dehydrated because it's bad for your brain and your body, obviously. And make sure that you're not only ingesting caffeine. That was a problem I did early on with working all the time, was I was constantly tired because I was overworking myself and staying up late. So I would drink so much coffee. It didn't help. I worked at a coffee shop for a little while, but I would drink so much coffee that I would have heart palpitations, which are bad. And my anxiety would be way up because I was drinking so much coffee. So make sure you're keeping it to like 1 to 2 cups of coffee or cups of caffeine, whatever it is, like pop or energy drinks. Keep your number low because it's better for your heart, it's better for your body, it's better for your mental health to have less caffeine. Not saying caffeine altogether is bad for you. It's fine. Coffee itself is apparently pretty good for you. But yeah, make sure that you're not having so much that your body and your brain are suffering. That's it. That's this whole video. Don't let your body or brain suffer. Okay. Moving on, also make sure that you are taking breaks. And not only these like getting up and stretch breaks, make sure that you take time throughout the week or throughout the month to just step away from your comics. Make sure you're not working on them all the time, because you're going to get burnt out. You're going to hate the project you're working on. You're not going to be able to see the forest through the trees because your head's down the whole time, and then you look up and you got to step away. I find something that really helps me is making sure I take time to socialize. So, on the weekends I go see friends, or at my day job I make sure that I have lunches with my coworkers so that I actually socialize with people and I don't just work all the time. Because when you isolate yourself, you get depressed or you feel like no one likes you, and that can be really hard on your mental health. And if you're someone who already struggles with, say, like depression or anxiety, like it's just going to make it worse if you're isolating yourself. So go out there, make time to see friends and family, or even chit chat with coworkers. It all kind of works. Eventually, the more you chit chat to those coworkers, eventually they're your friends. So, ooh woo. But yeah, make sure you're getting out, you're seeing people so you're not by yourself all the time, because comics is a very lonely exercise. Make sure you're getting out to do make sure you're going outside, like getting fresh air and sunlight. Those are also very good for you. Getting some exercise, even if it's just like a little 30-minute walk. Make sure you take breaks to do other things beside comics. If you have other hobbies, do those things. If you like knitting or reading books or making music, go do those things. If you like other visual art stuff like sculpting or painting or I don't know, go do other things. Even if it's just drawing something else besides your comic, like take some time to do some studying or some fan art. Whatever it is, just step away from your comic, because sometimes you just need a creative break. It'll stop you from burning out from drawing the same thing over and over again. If you're in a bad headspace where maybe you're focusing on, say, how many readers you have or obsessing over how to get like your numbers up or something, taking a break to go just kind of work on something else to get your mind off it can really help with your mental well-being. So make sure you go and do that. And also it's fun to go do art for yourself and not just for work. So make sure you do that. It'll feel really good. It's really great to sit down and do a piece of artwork that doesn't have to be perfect. So for example, like, I don't know, I like going and doodling in sketchbooks, and I don't have to show it to anybody because it's just for me. And sometimes that's really nice when most of the work I do goes up in videos or goes into my comics, and eventually people are going to stare at it for a really long time, so it has to be good. Whereas, like, it's nice to just sit and doodle and not care what it looks like, and it's just a little brain dump for me, and it's good. It's relaxing. It takes some of the stress out of drawing. And I get to explore ideas that I don't get to because I'm always working on comics. So yeah, make sure to take breaks, try other things, take care of your body, go out and see people. You gotta have like a nice balanced life. And it is very tempting to set those crazy hard deadlines because you want to get lots of comics out. And it's really impressive when someone's like, oh yeah, I put out like 50 comic pages this month. But it will really break you mentally and physically. So be good to yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your well-being. Because like I said, if you wreck your body now when you're young, it's just going to get worse when you're older. So make sure that you're taking care of that body so you can live on and make lots of comics for a long, long time. Okay. And I think that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to, I don't know, I guess subscribe if you want more cool tips about how to take care of yourself as an artist, because I'm all about that. I want you guys to be happy and be healthy and love yourselves. So yeah, subscribe if you're about that too. And I guess check out our Discord if you want to talk to other artists, because that's a good way to socialize, is just to chat with people online. If maybe you don't have people in your immediate, like, IRL circle. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.